This one I am really curious about because I never use it, and but I hear people use it outside of the U.S. all the time, and I just want to know how common it is and how frequently you use it and how you use it. Reckon. So I reckon fill in the blank. Philip, do you use I reckon in your everyday conversation?
Definitely. I might have already used it so far in our conversation. It's a substitute for I think, pretty
Mhm.
much. And a lot of times giving suggestions or advice, right? So, let's say, for example, you're talking about where you're going to eat tonight or what you're going to do today. Like, "Oh, I reckon we should do this,
Mm.
or I reckon that's not a good idea." Um, and you hear it no matter where you are, office place, public, friends, family, or strangers. Yeah, all the time. Even when we're like using hypotheticals. Let's say, for example, there's a traffic jam. You're like, oh, why do you think that, what do you reckon's the problem? It'll be, oh, I don't know. Probably, I reckon there's a crash up front, or oh, I reckon there was a kangaroo, something like that. Usually will all the time, yeah, for suggestions, advice, and using hypotheticals or posing hypotheticals, I think.
How do you separate that from think then? Like I think, I reckon. Is it just how you're feeling at the time? Is there like a
Yeah.
nuance to that?
I feel like probably think is a little more of a formal thought. Maybe
Formal
reckon
thought.
is something on
Okay.
a surface level, like something just popped into your head, and I reckon we should do this. It's not really a deep kind of, oh, I've been pondering, I've been wondering, I've been considering. I think is probably a next layer where you're emphasizing you've actually spent time thinking about it, whereas reckon is just sort of an idea popped into your head and you're kind of going with it.
Interesting. Lewis, how about you?
Yeah, that's really interesting because that's exactly what I was thinking about was the difference in nuance between think and reckon. And yeah, I guess I think. Yeah, I like the way you explained it. Like, I think we should go here. Like it sounds like a bit more deliberated or like a bit more like you've really thought about it. But
Hmm.
I reckon, yeah, maybe it's just a little bit more. I don't know, yeah, a bit more not casual, but like immediate and um I don't know, a bit more in a way, a bit more like confident. Like
Hmm.
I reckon this. Um so yeah, it's very subtle, but I think most sentences where you say, I think it will rain tomorrow, you can just say, I reckon it will rain tomorrow.
Hmm.
You know, you can just swap them quite interchangeably, I think. Um, yeah, so yeah, very, very similar. Mm.
Interesting. I've never used that. And I've
Oh,
always thought
really?
reckon sounded a lot more formal than think. But what you guys are saying is that think versus reckon. Reckon is more like something that just kind of pops into your mind, like on the spot, and you say it, versus think has more of like predetermined, like you kind of thought about it before, even a little bit, and then you're expressing your thoughts or sharing your thoughts with them. Um,
Yeah. I mean, I'd even say like if someone said to you, "What do you reckon?"
yeah,
and then
yeah, I was gonna ask that.
you gave your opinion,
Uh-huh.
I don't think that they would take it as like, a, why would you say that kind of thing?
Uh-huh.
Because it's
Mm,
like I said, it's that surface level. Like if someone said, "What do you reckon? Where should we go?" "Oh, I
Uh-huh.
reckon we should try this." It's kind of a hesitant sort of
mm,
suggestion. Yeah.
So you can
yeah.
use it in that context. You can say, "What do you reckon?" Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really, really tough to it's one of those things you just don't really think about. But yeah, reckon just comes very, very quickly, very easily. Oh, I reckon over there. So it's yeah, if you say I think, I don't know, like it sounds like you're a little bit more committed to
Yeah.
like, I think this.
Huh.
But yeah, oh, I reckon blah blah blah. Yeah, bit smoother.
So you just said it now, right? When you just said it's not really something you think about, suggesting that
Yes.
you can't substitute. It's not something you really reckon about because it doesn't really
Exactly.
sound so. Yeah.
You wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't
No.
say it because it's not because reckon doesn't work for a deep thought. Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly. Yeah. Like, oh, I need to think about this
I need
more carefully.
to do that.
Yeah.
That
So yeah,
is
you
super
throw it
interesting.
in, you throw it in very casually, but not for like a I reckon
Uh-huh.
blah blah blah. Yeah, I reckon we should go there.
Yeah.
Eat easy.
So if someone asks you a question and you say something like, let me think about it and I'll get back to you, you wouldn't say, let me reckon it and I'll get back to you. That wouldn't work.
No, but it feels so different. Yeah.
Yeah. How about do
Yeah.
you think? Can you say, do you reckon? Is that okay? If it's like on the spot, I guess. Do you reckon we go out tonight? Something like that. Would that work?
Yeah, I think if we're just going for like the person's instinct or
Instinct.
instant
That's a
reaction,
good word.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And especially when you, instead of, do you, but even to shorten that, do you reckon?
Uh-huh.
That kind of easy, casual kind of expression. Do you reckon this? Hmm.
Can you use it in past tense as like thought I reckoned?
Did you reckon? No, I don't think
Sounds
so.
a bit weird. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I thought our
actually,
meeting was at 3:30 today. I reckoned our meeting was at 3:30 today. I thought,
no,
is that weird?
maybe no,
The fact that
no.
you have to think about it that much is probably a sign that it's not natural then, right?
Well, actually, so the actual word reckon actually has some different meanings. Like, a force to be reckoned with.
Ah, yeah.
So if you use it past tense, that's what it sounds like.
It's a good one.
I think, which is a different definition. Mhm.
Wow. I love that conversation, man. I felt like I learned a lot about the word reckon in the last 10 minutes that I had no idea about. But to everybody listening to our conversation today, I hope you guys were able to learn a little bit about the difference in American, British, and Australian English. I think, or I reckon that, the point of this video is to kind of let you know that there is no one perfect way of expressing yourself. It really depends on who you're talking to. And English really varies depending on which country, the type of person that you're talking to. And it's good to learn the variations. So have an open mind, learn a lot of different variations, and find the expression that is right for you. Lewis, Philip, thank you guys very much. That was a lot of fun today.
Yeah, that was really good. Like a lot of these questions are really interesting because, like, as a native speaker, you never really you never think about it until somebody asks a question like this, and then you're like, oh, what's the difference between these things and the nuance? And it is interesting. I enjoy that. Yeah.
For sure. And I know I'm going to be very self-conscious of any time I use mate or reckon today. I'm going to be analyzing and going, wait a minute, yeah, thinking about it. But it's great.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. And to everybody listening and watching, we'll see you again. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Take care.